One, two. All right. Let me see. Let me see.
You know, I hear a lot of people say that, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need, but when they see the images in which we have, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5 Star Production.
What's good? 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 All right. I want to talk about, I guess, would I say life in general, or life as we see it in real time? Sometimes we sit around and we analyze our life, and we say, is this chapter my best chapter? Because at some point in time, we had a good chapter in our life. That could be now. Um, I can think of probably of more time when I was more prosperous with less, for as the way I focus on uh, my financial come up. I think I was probably doing better before than I am doing now, but I make more now than I did then. But it's just how I put my attention towards uh, some things. Sometimes we put attention towards some things that don't have nothing to do with nothing in life. Sometimes we waste a lot of time doing nothing, or putting our attention towards things that don't even matter in life. Is this chapter the best chapter? I figure that at this point in time in life, we some of us are at our age should be ahead of the game, or should be at the point where we are prospering in a positive manner. I always tell my friends, we in the fourth quarter. We in the fourth quarter. We might be up by 20, or we might be down by 20, but we in the fourth quarter. How do we end these chapters or end this quarter in a positive manner? Is that possible? First, let me tell y'all to go ahead and share the broadcast. Go ahead and share the broadcast if that's possible. If that's possible. At some point and sometime in life, we have to sit down and say, is this chapter the best chapter? Or have we seen better chapters in our life than we are seeing now? Because somewhere in there we wind up, well, I wind up looking back and saying, damn, my 20s, I say between 25 and 30 was some of the greatest times, or one of the greatest chapters in my life. Then I can say, damn, between 35 and 45, oh, that was a good chapter too. Between 45 and 55, I want to say that it was a little rocky. It was a little bumpy. Some things I feel I should have capitalized on and tried to get ahead on these last 10 years that I should have known better in the way that I perform and the way that I act during those times. So is this chapter the best chapter of my life? I won't say probably not. It ain't the worst, but I won't say it's the best chapter of my life. I need somebody to come in and join my chat for real. I need somebody to come in and join the chat. I need somebody to come in and do some discussions with me, because I like to have conversations. Just in case you don't know that, I like to sit around and talk and do some form of positive dialect when it comes to live streaming and some of the things that I do. If you don't know, right now I'm sharing the broadcast. What's up, my man Rickathon? Rickathon is in the building, one of the great historians of some of the things that have went on in my great city, in which I love and very much so appreciate. The city in which I'm from is called the City of Champion, but it's gonna always be East Boogie. I'm just saying, that's just the way it is. However, is this particular chapter, what I want to talk about today, is this particular chapter the best chapter of your life, or what chapter was the best chapter that you have lived so far? I want to say, well, for me, I want to say between 25 and 35, I had a nice run. Between 35 and 45, it was nice also. But 45 to 55, I would say that it was a little rough, a little rocky, but I think I got it. That's what I'm saying. So Rickathon saying right now is his best chapter because we going through these books, we going through these chapters of life, and just imagine it as being a book, and going through that particular time, and you say that this was the best time in my life. I'm having the best time of my life. I'm meeting some great people. I'm having great conversations, and I'm having doing some great dialect when it comes to how do we prosper at this point in life? How do we try to get the youth together at this point in life? Because we are I forgot what we Gen X, Gen Z, I forgot which generation we are, but you got X, Z, and we got millennials. So at this particular point in time in life, are we making progress and getting to the point where we closing down the chapters as we get older, and can we pass on some of the knowledge that we've learned in the other chapters? Can we pass that knowledge on? Sometimes we get selfish and we don't pass on the knowledge that we learn from those chapters in life that we have. Sometimes I think that we sometimes I believe that we are in a good position, but sometimes I might say, damn, we tripping. We going backwards. Sometimes. Let me get this charger to my phone. Hold up, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna get this phone charged up. However, let's just think about the chapters, because that's what I want to talk about is the chapters of life. Are we doing, or are we prospering when it comes to what we got going on in life? I remember when I look at some of these old videos and they talk about how our generation, how some of the things we had to survive with. Some of the things that we had to survive with is different from now, because we always wanted to live like the Jetsons, or live like, be at the point in life where technology made it easier for us. Hold up, yeah. Shoot. So we wanted to make it where technology changed our lives and made it easier. Is that making the chapters of our life, or this particular chapter, is it making it easier, or are things worse than what they were? I want to say for myself, I got some things I have to, you know how you go through this life and you have to seal the deal on certain things. Certain things you have to just go ahead and seal the deal on. I got the art. I got the photography. Some of the catering, the hospitality part. Then studying psychology and things of the science of the mind and things like that. Some things I have to seal the deal on. Helping people with their business and helping people prosper helps this chapter in life to be successful. I can say, yeah, the last 10 years might have been, it was bumpy, but that was relationship wise. For as financial wise, it was a little bumpy also, but some of those things were my mistakes, not somebody else's mistake. They were my mistakes. So that's what made part of this particular 10 years of my life a little bumpy, because I made some of those decisions where you say, damn, what was you thinking about? This is the part where we supposed to be having fun and what we call it, the turn up. We supposed to be turning up. Drink up. We supposed to be turning up. If anybody want to come in live in the chat with me, just push the link in the chat. The link I put in the chat. Just log in. Hit it and come into the chat. That's if you desire to do that. If you desire to do that, come into the chat. I would appreciate that. Would appreciate you coming into the chat, because I'm waiting on somebody to have a conversation with. So far, Brother Rickathon is the only one who has made a comment and said it's the best chapter of his life. Maybe I shouldn't have used chapter. Chapter might mean something different to other people, but chapter in this instance is, am I having the best time of my life? Am I having a great time? Is this a joyful season for us? For you, for me, for just to be alive? Is that a great season? Let's think about that. Let's think about that for a second. Am I having a great season? I think so. I think I am. I think I am. see. Is anybody in the chat? Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Give me something. So, I think I like to look towards the future sometimes and say, this is what I want to do. I want to create something that closes out the chapter going into retirement age, going into the older part of my life, and say, let me go ahead and close the deals on some of these things that I want to do. I be trying to help the young brothers, but sometimes the young brothers don't be listening. They are not very attentive when it comes to trying to figure out how to prosper. Because I'm pretty much sure that some of you guys in the chat can give some advice to some young person that would just change their life. But sometimes they don't want to listen. They figure, oh, if you didn't do it, why am I going to do it? It didn't work for you. Why is it working for me? Why is it going to work for me? Sometimes you got to help somebody else prosper. Sometimes you have to help somebody. There might be some secret, not even a secret. There might be something that you can tell them that they weren't even thinking of, and the light bulb go on. Poof. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should change this. Maybe this will help this. Sometimes you got to be able to lend some advice to somebody that helps them get their business, or help them change their life and become better than what they are. Y'all like my bear? See my bear? This is my new bear. This is my new addition to. Next time y'all see him, he might have this dog on his chest or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a chapter. Can we make the chapter better? That's all. I mean, I really want to just come on here and just go on my rant about the chapters of life. Okay, so Saturday, let me tell y'all some stuff I got coming up. Saturday, I'm supposed to do a live interview with 2 cigar chicks. And that might be good. It's probably going to be good. That's going to be I've never did an interview outside of being in the studio. I haven't did an interview live outside of the studio. Not yet. This is gonna be the first. I think I'm gonna make it do something. I think it's gonna make it pop. It's gonna be all right. So I'm gonna do that. See how that turns out. I need to push my live stream a little harder than what I push it. Sometimes I get fed up with the responses that I get, and I just stop. But we're gonna put it together. We're gonna put it together. We're gonna make something happen. But anyway, that's all I wanted to do. Come on and just go on my little rant. Sometimes I'll be talking about what people consider nothing, but I like to talk. Y'all know that.
You know, I hear a lot of people say that, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need, but when they see the images in which we have, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5-Star Production.
I probably had that video. Probably, it might be. I did that 10 years ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago. I did that video. When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5-Star Production. Y'all see? Creative. Anyway, it's been real. I'ma holler at y'all. 2 fingers mean peace.